Welcome to the WBC Arena. What a night we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Enzo the Big Mac Maccarinelli. And standing across from him, one of the greatest to ever do it, the boxing legend, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Yeah, if you've got a bro that's in front of you that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that. But if someone is going to push...
Enzo the Big Mac Maccarinelli. This man won the WBO Cruiserweight Championship of the world, an Italian that fights out of Swansea, United Kingdom. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, hailing from Swansea in Wales, here is a cruiserweight world champion, the very popular Enzo Big Mac Maccarinelli. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're going to be found wanting.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. They ring the bell, and here we go. That jab had to hurt. The straight right just misses. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Catch and shoot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Maccarinelli in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the sweetest sound.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. That left hook doesn't find its target. Not a lot of defense here at all. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Macronelli in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second.
And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter punching. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That left hook just missed. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You can tell who's stronger and who's... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Macronelli in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of these earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's all offense all the time. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Throws the jab but does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about McRanelli in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter shot lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. It's all offense all the time.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Misses with the jab. They exchange punches. Hook misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? It's not very close round with 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about McRanelli in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously...
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little...
McRanelli got caught. How is this fight still continuing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Swing and a miss with the jab.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's not a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And he scores with the counter. Let's talk about Macronelli in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominant.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Macronelli might go down here. And down goes the Mac. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Nice slip to avoid the jab. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Final 10 seconds here. Unless we get some late drama, I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Macronelli in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
That hook doesn't score. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judges gonna have a tough job. Lucky that hook didn't score.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. It's Sean Showtime Porter. He weighed in at 66.7 kilos, 170 centimeters tall, with a reach of 177. And standing across the ring from him in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches.
Oh my.
Sean Showtime Porter, fighting out of the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, USA. This welterweight world champion looks to get back on top.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime Sean Porter. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go. And there's the bell to start the round. Not a lot lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Lefts and rights, everything is landing for him. Crawford's already beaten Porter once as the WBO welterweight title was on the line in 2021. Can he do it again, or will Porter make the proper adjustments?
Porter said the first time, you know what, Crawford was just too slick. I thought I had his number. Now you got to remember, Porter's style is so irky-jerky. He's one of those what you just can't figure out. He's got a pace it's hard to tune into. And he thought, I got Crawford's number. Crawford was too slick, too dominant. He knew exactly how to deal with the man in front of him. And Sean Porter did what Sean Porter did. He put on a show. He said, all right, let's see what you got. So now, we'll do this a second time. We'll get in there and do it all over again. Sean Porter knows he has the strength. He needs to turn back time, bring that youth of unpredictability about his fighting rugged style. Sean Porter has got to be more refined. Box him sharp, box him slick, box him powerfully, but put him on the back foot.
That jab scores. Can't find a home for that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs.
Down goes Sean Porter. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
So he's back on his feet, but the judges aren't going to give him this round for sure.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Looks like he's leading halfway through this round. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
He parries that left jab away. Back and forth they go. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Good counter punching. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
tried to score with a jab. Nice counter. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down?
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Suck it up. Get your breath back. Listen, you're not tired.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up. Try until your head plays again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
That jab doesn't score. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. That left hook misses.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
Sometimes I've been in with fighters that don't know what to do, don't have to break it down. Then you get a little dirty.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Breathe. Breathe. Come on. Suck it up. Suck it up. You're not tired? You think you're tired?
They ring the bell, and here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. Nobody home with that hook. Crawford in trouble.
Get your legs back.
what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fighter will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. He threw a punch and just got countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that.
And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Pretty close fight here in this round. They can't get out of the way of that straight.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. Big swing and miss with the hook. His stamina is off the charts. Both men step back for just a moment. His stamina is off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start the round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? The jab doesn't quite connect. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
wanted action, and they are delivering. And Porter goes down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pop areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Incredible work rate. Good counter punching. These two are the perfect dance partners. One punch could change everything in this battle.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You'd like to see more jabs. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.